Lose 30, 40, 50, even 60 pounds of pure fat, naturally and permanently. And it can help you lose up to 2 pounds within the next 24 hours.
A complete obsession among Hollywood's A-listers, the original Japanese MANJOURO recipe is finally being revealed to the public for the very first time.
And it's already going viral, with women reporting up to 20 pounds lost in their very first month without a single day of dieting.
With our insane schedules, events, photo shoots, travel, sticking to a diet is basically impossible. But with Japanese MANJOURO, I dropped 18 pounds in just 12 days.
I lost over 25 pounds using nothing but the Japanese MANJOURO recipe. My doctor told me that, unlike anything else, this all-natural version is the only recipe that truly mimics the effects of those famous weight loss pens, but without the side effects.
So pay close attention, because what you're about to discover could completely change your life. I'm confident this will work for you too. Why? Because I'm living proof. In just the first 12 days, I lost 18 pounds. And by the end of 2 months, I had dropped a staggering 58 pounds. This was me just a few weeks ago. And this is me now. I've spent most of my adult life battling excess weight, trying everything you can imagine to get rid of it. That stubborn belly fat haunted me every time I looked in the mirror. After wasting years on so-called solutions that left me frustrated, hopeless, and convinced I'd never lose the weight, I finally found something that can help any woman feel incredible in her own body again. And it's all thanks to a groundbreaking study published at Harvard by Dr. Satoshi Nagayama, a Japanese doctor who discovered this powerful combination of ingredients.
I have no doubt today will go down in history as the beginning of the end of obesity. A natural formula that works just like the MANJOURO Slimming Pen, helping anyone lose up to 60 pounds in just 3 months. No diets, no workouts required.
This is the only recipe proven to naturally mimic the effects of MANJOURO, the slimming pen that quickly became an even better option than Ozempic. While Ozempic mimics just one hormone that controls hunger and metabolism, GLP-1, MANJOURO mimics two, GLP-1 and GIP. GIP works in a similar way, but when both hormones are activated together, the effects are amplified, leading to faster, more powerful, and longer-lasting fat loss. And don't worry, you're about to see exactly why this is the only all-natural recipe that can melt off pounds of pure fat in just days, with zero dieting required. Through highly confidential sources, I discovered that several celebrities have been using this recipe since the moment it was uncovered. They turn to it whenever they need to drop weight fast, whether it's to fit into a dress, perform on stage, or walk the red carpet.
Imagine never having to stress over another boring, impossible-to-follow diet again. Imagine looking in the mirror and finally loving what you see staring back. Imagine the jealous stares from the same people who once talked behind your back. Now they're begging to know your secret. Just like it's already happened for over 92,000 American women who, after years of struggling with weight gain, finally achieved a body that turns heads and changed their lives.
I started trying on my clothes and I couldn't believe it. Everything was getting looser.
Every time I stepped on the scale, the number kept going down, day after day. I honestly couldn't believe what I was seeing.
After 3 months of faithfully following the Japanese MANJOURO recipe, I lost a total of 32 pounds.
My husband was never the jealous type, but now every time I wear a fitted dress, he can't handle the attention I get.
It's time for you to finally end your battle with the scale, once and for all. You're about to hear confidential information from a doctor who received death threats just for sharing this recipe with a small private group.
After presenting his Japanese MANJOURO study at Harvard University, Dr. Satoshi Nagayama received death threats against himself and his family.
I know it's hard to believe. With so many lies floating around online, it's easy to feel like you can't trust anything anymore. But trust me, I've been in your shoes, and you're about to see all the proof. The real scientific studies that confirm this. Yes, this Japanese MANJOURO recipe is the biggest weight loss discovery in years. You'll learn exactly how to do it, in a way that's simple, fast, and effortless. No leaving the house, no wasting money, no losing another second of your life. And you'll see for yourself. This one natural recipe has already helped over 92,000 American women lose every last pound of excess weight. And the best part? It finally targets the real root cause of stubborn fat, using a powerful combination of 4 nearly secret ingredients. Want a hint? One of them is probably sitting forgotten in your kitchen cupboard right now. Honestly, I can't wait to hear your story after this. Because this isn't just about the pounds you'll lose, it's about how you'll feel when you look in the mirror and finally feel proud of what you see. It's about wearing that bikini or that dress or anything you want. It's about watching the people who used to laugh at you now stare in envy, and feeling your partner's eyes light up every time you walk into the room. I could go on and on about all the incredible things waiting for you after this, but let's get straight to the point. No more endless videos from scammers trying to take your money. My name is Alice Yamamoto, and it's time you finally hear the truth.
Hey ladies, I'm Natalie Harper and welcome to the Glow Up Podcast. Welcome to the Glow Up Podcast. I'm Natalie Harper, and it's a pleasure to have you with us today. Today, I have the honor of welcoming one of the most renowned doctors of our time. She has gained worldwide recognition after helping countless Hollywood celebrities lose weight with what she calls the Japanese MANJOURO. Please welcome Dr. Alice Yamamoto.
Thank you for having me, Natalie. What I'm going to share today, I'm sure, will help thousands of men and women in the country.
I've got no doubt about it. So let's get straight to the point. Please tell me, Alice, what's your background and how does this Japanese MANJOURO work to help any woman lose up to 60 pounds
pounds in just 3 months.
Sure. So, my name is Alice Yamamoto. I'm 42 years old, endocrinologist, and I run my own clinic in New York. I've spent my entire career treating overweight patients, prescribing pills, medications, diets, and even those slimming pens ever since they became a sensation a few years ago. I've also shared a lot of weight loss content on my Instagram and YouTube channel, so you've probably come across one of my videos before. And as contradictory as it may sound, I started facing the same nightmare my patients were going through. I had always been naturally thin, but after giving birth to my second child at 38, I started gaining weight uncontrollably. I tried diets, workout routines, and even natural pills I found online that seemed promising. But as the months passed, my belly fat only kept growing.
I feel like this is more common than people realize. So many try to lose weight but end up gaining even more.
Exactly. The number on the scale just kept climbing, so I finally decided to try the same slimming pens I had been recommending to my patients. First, I tried Ozempic, but it gave me crippling migraines for over 3 weeks, and I had to stop. Then came MANJOURO, but the severe nausea forced me to quit the treatment in less than a month. And aside from the fact that these pens cost a fortune, the side effects were so unbearable that I couldn't stick with any of them for more than a month. I started wearing loose clothes to hide my body. I felt too ashamed to go out for lunch with my friends. My marriage, of course, suffered. My husband told me I wasn't taking care of myself. He said to me, "How can you, someone who treats obese patients, not even take care of yourself?" I was completely devastated. Every failed attempt triggered intense anxiety, which only led me to binge on sweets, making my weight spiral even further. I bottled up all those emotions for years, until it eventually pushed me into severe depression. I felt like I was losing control of my life and my health, you know? But then, everything started to change. Right after I came across a news story that turned it all around.
New developments tonight in a case that has remained a mystery for months.
In December 2024, former United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was shot and killed outside the Hilton Hotel in New York City, a crime with no apparent motive. But now, a leaked recording may finally reveal the shocking truth behind his murder. In the audio, Thompson expresses concerns to the company's chief product officer, warning that weight loss drugs like Ozempic and MANJOURO could bankrupt the insurance industry if coverage became mandatory.
Listen, this new wave of Ozempic and MANJOURO is going to bankrupt us if we don't take action. I'm telling you, the pressure we're under to cover these slimming pens in our plans will make it impossible for us to turn a profit in the company. We need to get ahead of this while we still can. We're not going to cover these slimming pens, but instead, we'll push the new natural Japanese MANJOURO formula. This will dramatically cut our costs, and we're projecting a $3 billion profit in 2025.
Now, law enforcement sources suggest that big pharma executives, fearing massive losses, may have orchestrated Thompson's assassination to stop the Japanese MANJOURO from disrupting the billion-dollar weight loss drug market.
As soon as this news broke, the media quickly moved to cover it up. That felt like a slap in the face. I felt like an idiot. Clearly, the pharmaceutical industry will do anything to prevent natural solutions from becoming popular. But it was because of that news that I was able to discover the secret that helped me lose 18 pounds in just 12 days and 58 pounds in only 3 months. And now, I'm going to tell you everything. I made it my life's mission to research and develop a way to lose weight naturally, not just for myself, but for every woman who had gone through what I did. So, I decided to specialize in natural treatments. At that time, slimming pens were all the rage among celebrities everywhere.
One hot topic everyone in Hollywood still seems to be talking about is Ozempic.
I needed to understand how these slimming pens work so I could try to replicate their effects in a 100% natural way. First came Ozempic. Its active ingredient is semaglutide. What you may not know is that semaglutide mimics the hormone GLP-1, which is naturally produced in our intestines while we eat. So, semaglutide acts like GLP-1, a hormone known as the fat molecule killer. It's actually pretty simple.
GLP-1 regulates insulin, which is responsible for transporting sugar into the cells, kind of like a taxi for sugar. It literally takes sugar by hand and directs it into the cells to keep them alive. Since sugar is your body's main energy source for vital functions, this process is essential. The problem is, if you have too much insulin, your cells become overwhelmed, almost blinded by it, making them resistant and saturated. As a result, sugar doesn't enter the cells and instead gets stored as fat. On the other hand, if insulin levels are too low, sugar molecules won't reach the cells, and your body will continue storing fat because there's too much sugar floating around in the bloodstream. In short, whether insulin is too high or too low, the result is the same: fat storage all over the body. So if you want to be slim all year long, you must have a consistent flow of sugar entering the cells.
Ever wondered why fat tends to accumulate in the belly, back, thighs, and arms? I mean, these areas have more insulin receptors, meaning any excess sugar that doesn't get used gets converted into fat and sent went straight there. Ideally, you want a balanced amount of insulin guiding sugar into the cells so your body stays in harmony and can burn off fat reserves. And the hormone responsible for regulating insulin, GLP-1. That's why Ozempic led to so much weight loss. It literally mimics GLP-1.
Okay, but where does MANJOURO come into play?
MANJOURO is like Ozempic 2.0, a more advanced version.
The pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly just launched its slimming pen, MANJOURO, promising to be twice as effective as Ozempic. Within days of its release, this pen has already become a craze among Hollywood actresses.
Instead of mimicking just one hormone that regulates satiety and metabolism, GLP-1, MANJOURO mimics two, GLP-1 and GIP. GIP functions similarly to GLP-1, but when both hormones work together, the effects are amplified, leading to faster and more intense results. GIP acts like an extra traffic controller, regulating the flow and helping insulin transport sugar into the cells more efficiently. This combination is the perfect formula for fat burning. While other drugs target only GLP-1, a hormone responsible for controlling blood sugar with the side effect of weight loss, this one targets both. That means it has the potential for a stronger effect, which could lead to even greater weight loss for those who take it. That's why it's been such a game changer, helping celebrities lose 10, 20, or even 30 pounds in just 1 month. And that's why they've left Ozempic behind. The big problem? A single pen costs $1,000, not to mention the toll it can take on your health. Many women are reporting terrifying side effects.
A staggering 80% of women who use MANJOURO report experiencing severe side effects, including intense diarrhea, vomiting, and debilitating stomach pain. Many also suffer from extreme constipation, sometimes going up to a week without a bowel movement.
Even more concerning, some women have developed thyroid tumors and other serious health complications.
These medications are packed with so many chemicals that, unfortunately, they come with a long list of side effects. And I was determined to create a natural formula just as effective as MANJOURO, but with absolutely no side effects. Since my parents are from Japan, I always knew that the Japanese population had some of the lowest obesity rates in the world. So I decided to study the Japanese people. And what I discovered was astonishing. Did you know that Japan has a law that prohibits people from being obese?
Wait, what? People are legally forbidden from being overweight?
Yes. I was just as shocked when I first found out.
Japan has always had one of the lowest obesity rates in the world, but ever since we implemented the Metabo law, obesity levels have dropped even further, making our population one of the healthiest on the planet.
There's a law that requires companies and authorities to take action to reduce obesity rates across the country. Over the years, a number of measures have been put in place to meet the government's goals. Ever since the Ozempic and MANJOURO craze started, there's been a lot of talk about using these slimming pens for obesity control. But the proposal was quickly shot down because the government felt that the cost of importing these drugs was too high for public funds to cover. After all, it's up to the country to maintain the costs of the Metabo law, not the people. Officials also pointed to the long list of side effects as another reason why the drug wasn't approved. In Japan, these drugs have only been authorized for people who are truly diabetic. That's when I came across a Japanese doctor, Dr. Satoshi Nagayama, who worked at the government's Ministry of Health and had a mission just like mine. Since the country wasn't allowed to import slimming pens for weight loss, he had to come up with a natural and affordable formula that could replicate their effects, one that the government would actually approve. So the government funded his research, and the results? Absolutely shocking. His latest study was even published by Harvard University.
It is with great honor and joy that I stand before you today to present the conclusion of my latest research to the entire faculty at Harvard University. Not only did we find a natural alternative that mimics MANJOURO, but we've also discovered a natural solution that's proven to be far superior. As we know, MANJOURO works by mimicking two key hormones in the body, GLP-1 and GIP. Both work together to combat insulin resistance, allowing the body to use sugar from food as energy, while also increasing satiety and reducing appetite. And now, our research has confirmed that certain natural ingredients can replicate the effects of GLP-1 and GIP in the human body. But beyond that, they also mimic the action of something called retatrutide. Retatrutide imitates a third key hormone known as glucagon. This hormone plays a crucial role in signaling the body to burn stored fat as energy. In other words, instead of continuing to store fat, your metabolism shifts into turbo mode, rapidly burning through fat reserves at an unprecedented speed. For the first time in history, a natural compound perfectly replicates the effects of MANJOURO, activating GLP-1 and GIP to reduce appetite, combat insulin resistance, and enable the body to use sugar from food as energy. Additionally, it accelerates metabolism at a rate never seen before, capable of eliminating all excess body fat within weeks. I have no doubt that this study will be a turning point for our society. For the first time, we have a real, natural path to eradicating obesity worldwide.
It was because of this published study that Anna Baldwin from Texas was able to lose 37 pounds in just 2 months. And it's what allowed Sophia Miller from Florida to lose 63 pounds in just 3 months. This is the exact same homemade recipe you're about to get access to. A formula that can help you burn at least 18 pounds in the next 12 days. So pay close attention. Here's what happened. As soon as I saw this study, I knew I had to urgently get in touch with Dr. Satoshi Nagayama. I searched for his contact information in our global medical database and gave him a call. What I wasn't expecting was what he told me.
Oh my, was he arrogant with you?
Quite the opposite. He was incredibly kind and attentive. However, he told me that ever since he published his study, he started facing immense pressure from major pharmaceutical companies, even receiving serious death threats. He told me he was forced to stop his research for his own safety and the safety of his family. He warned me that pursuing this would mean going up against some of the most powerful and wealthiest people in the world. But let me tell you, nothing in this world was going to stop me from fulfilling the mission I had set for myself. So I carefully wrote down every single ingredient that Dr. Nagayama had published in Harvard's research. And don't worry, after I explain everything to you, I'll personally hand you the full list.
The secret lies in the active compounds found in the rich and diverse ecosystem of Japan. The first ingredient is shiso, a traditional Japanese herb used in cuisine and herbal medicine for thousands of years. Shiso contains high levels of miracetin, a flavonoid also found in apples known for its ability to limit the formation of new fat cells, improve insulin sensitivity, regulate glucose levels, and stimulate the action of GLP-1. Shiso also influences satiety, reducing appetite and calorie intake. Similar to Ozempic, the mechanism by which miracetin works is by decreasing genetic expression in fat cells. The second ingredient is maitake, a prized medicinal mushroom cultivated in Japan for centuries. Maitake contains bioactive alkaloids that stimulate GIP action, increase insulin sensitivity, and lower blood sugar levels. Maitake also reduces cholesterol and triglycerides, promoting better cardiovascular health. It directly addresses the reason many people are overweight in the first place, insulin resistance. By helping lower blood sugar and insulin resistance, two factors behind a slow metabolism, Maitake supports faster fat burning and overall metabolic health. The third ingredient is yuzu, a fragrant Japanese citrus fruit known for its potent fat-burning properties. Yuzu is rich in camphorol, a flavonoid that releases retatrutide and mimics glucagon, literally turning your metabolism into a rocket and burning through the body's entire fat stores in just a few weeks. Finally, the fourth ingredient in our recipe is ashitaba, a rare Japanese plant cultivated on the islands of the Pacific coast for over 400 years. For centuries, samurai warriors relied on ashitaba for its energy-boosting and fat-burning properties, using it to stay fit and strong for battle. But the best part, according to a study conducted by the University of Tokyo in 2020, ashitaba has been found to reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and boost GLP-1 action in the body by about 117%, making it a powerful ally in fat burning and mood improvement. The conclusion of this research will mark a new era in weight loss, a natural solution that can help anyone burn fat without needing to diet or step foot in a gym.
This is the formula that, shortly after Dr. Nagayama published it at Harvard, became known as the Japanese Manjaro. Pay close attention, because this is the most important part of the video. Dr. Nagayama told me that the pure version of these nutrients is rare and expensive, even though they can be found in common foods or compounded pharmacy formulas. The key to their effectiveness lies in their purest form, which is incredibly difficult to obtain. So don't waste your time searching online or at your local pharmacy, because the formulas they sell don't work. They're literally placebos. Secondly, the ratio of these 4 ingredients needs to be precisely balanced, and most people don't have the equipment to achieve that level of accuracy. Even if you manage to import the ingredients, you wouldn't be able to mix them in the exact proportions needed to trigger the results. After all, we ran hundreds of tests using the most advanced high-performance lab equipment.
So, does that mean people can't use this solution at home?
Actually, they can. I've got a little secret that makes it possible, and I'll share it with our listeners in just a minute. Now, I started searching for laboratories here in the US that were willing to import ultra-premium ingredients straight from Japan. After a few months, I finally found Green Lake Labs and partnered with them. They agreed to import the ingredients, extract the necessary concentrations of each, and send them to me. The moment the package with the solution arrived at my house, I started taking it every morning on an empty stomach. At first, I had no expectations, but within just 2 days, I felt an incredible wave of energy, motivation, focus, and mental clarity. I simply didn't feel as hungry anymore, not even during anxiety attacks. After just 12 days, I noticed my pants getting looser, and when I stepped on the scale, I almost fainted. I had lost 18 pounds, more than a pound a day. The most shocking part, I kept taking it, and after 3 months, I was down an unbelievable 58 pounds. From an anxious and frustrated person to a confident woman with her new body. And the craziest thing, I was eating whatever I wanted. Every morning, I was stunned when I looked in the mirror, slipping into clothes I hadn't worn in years. My husband, Jake, started complimenting me constantly, looking at me with that spark in his eyes again. It felt like we were back in our dating days, you know? And it didn't take long for my friends to start flooding my photos with comments asking what I was doing to lose weight so fast. So, I imported a few more samples of the extract and tested it with some of my own patients who were struggling to lose weight despite dieting and exercise. And look at what happened.
Hi, I'm Emily, Dr. Alice's patient, and ever since I started taking this Japanese Manjaro, my life has completely changed. For me, the worst part of being overweight was having to settle for wearing clothes that fit, not the clothes I liked. I only wore workout pants and those baggy long tops. I confess I had given up on feeling beautiful, but look at me today. I have to honestly admit that at first, I really didn't believe that taking this once a day would melt away all that belly fat. I lost an amazing 67 pounds in just 3 months by taking the Japanese Manjaro every day.
Dr. Alice, in just 2 months, I've lost an incredible 41 pounds. Thank you so much for teaching me about Japanese MANJOURO. It has transformed my life. 2 months ago, I looked very different.
When I started receiving these testimonials, I knew this was real. None of them went to the gym or followed strict diets. And you won't have to do any of that either, let alone give up the sweets you love. If I had just told people about this, they wouldn't have believed me. That's why I have to show all this proof. Ever since I embarked on this journey as my life's mission, believe me, after having my second child, I couldn't lose even 6 pounds, no matter how hard I tried. I tried everything you can possibly imagine. I hit rock bottom. I had zero self-esteem, and I stopped believing in everything. And I know you might be feeling the same way. Now pay close attention, because everything changed the moment I discovered Japanese MANJOURO. At that moment, I knew I was close to fulfilling the mission I'd set for my life, helping more people break free from the grip of a greedy industry that profits off their struggle with weight. But for this solution to be scientifically validated, it had to be tested on a larger group of people. So my team at the clinic and I imported a large amount of this Japanese MANJOURO extract and conducted tests with 18,450 volunteers, men and women between the ages of 25 and 85. Of all shapes and sizes, who were anywhere from 20 to 100 pounds overweight. And after just 8 weeks, the results were astonishing.
The results showed that insulin resistance was reversed in 98% of participants. It completely eliminated anxiety, improved sleep quality by 250%, made the skin firmer, and enhanced muscle tone. Cardiovascular and arterial health were fully restored. 96% of participants lost more than 22 pounds, with an average weight loss of 46 pounds. Some lost up to 70 pounds without experiencing the yo-yo effect.
The moment I posted the recipe and shared the lab on my Instagram, my inbox exploded with messages like these.
What is this recipe? Seriously, I've never seen anything like it, and I've been trying to lose weight for years. Always trying out some new diet that's impossible to stick with, and in the end, I never lost any weight. I dropped 12 pounds just in the first week.
I was undergoing treatment with the original MANJOURO pen when I decided to stop and try Japanese MANJOURO since it's a natural alternative. And I have to tell you, I lost weight so much faster than I was with MANJOURO. And the best part? No side effects at all. 47 pounds simply vanished from my body in just 2 months.
The news spread fast and quickly caught the attention of the media and several celebrities who have already tried the formula, now known as Hollywood's new favorite.
A doctor has been causing a stir on social media and leaving celebrities desperate after revealing a Japanese weight loss secret. Dr. Alice Yamamoto is making headlines with Japanese MANJOURO, a natural formula proven to perfectly mimic slimming effects of the MANJOURO pen, but with even faster results by also activating glucagon.
I was amazed by the number of messages I received from celebrities in my Instagram inbox, many of them wanting to book consultations with me.
Since my life is public, it was no secret that I was struggling to lose weight. Out of everything I tried, nothing even came close to Japanese MANJOURO. In just 1 month, I lost 25 pounds.
Tell me, Jen, how have your results been after 2 weeks using the Japanese MANJOURO formula?
Dr. Alice, I never thought I'd see anything like this in my life. In just 2 weeks, I lost 16 pounds, and the best part? I realized I can lose weight without dieting.
After the huge success on Instagram and going viral in Hollywood, big pharma companies are now filing lawsuits to try and stop the popularization of Japanese MANJOURO, which promises natural, side effect-free, and permanent weight loss.
To make sure no corrupt, greedy big pharma CEO could copy this formula and charge thousands of dollars for it, I quickly patented it in partnership with Green Lake Labs, one of the largest laboratories in America. An FDA-registered and GMP-certified factory has begun producing this revolutionary formula on a large scale right here in the United States. It is with great honor and immense pleasure that I introduce to you Vitaburn, the only 100% natural and effective solution that contains the 4 pure ingredients in the exact proportions and purity needed to mimic the MANJOURO pen. Able to help you lose pounds and pounds of fat in the coming weeks, I want you to be the next to get your body, self-esteem, and health back. Starting today, the choice is yours if you want to keep things as they are.
Unlike traditional capsules and powders that make digestion difficult and usually cause heartburn, this solution is easy to consume and doesn't even require water to take it, making it convenient for any time of day. And it tastes delicious.
Does this work for everyone?
Yes, because it targets the root cause of weight gain, insulin resistance. In other words, that's what's been sabotaging your weight loss all along. It's impossible not to see results. But if you're still skeptical, I get it. These days, with so many lies and false promises out there, it's hard to know what to trust. Unlike the shady, ineffective products the corrupt industry pushes, like caffeine capsules with green tea or so-called miracle banana tricks that do nothing but make you jittery, Vitaburn is different. Not only is it unique, but it's also completely safe. Manufactured in the United States in FDA-registered and GMP-certified facilities, it's produced using state-of-the-art precision engineering under the strictest quality standards. Plus, Vitaburn undergoes additional third-party testing and quality control to ensure maximum purity and potency. That's why I decided to come forward, put myself on the line, and show you what actually works. No lies, no fluff. And I'll be upfront. You won't need to exercise, follow a strict diet, or undergo expensive cosmetic procedures. As I mentioned, this is the only solution that regulates insulin action in your body, preventing sugar from being stored as fat.
Ever since I read the published
published articles on Vitaburn, I've been recommending it to all my patients, and the results have been nothing short of mind-blowing. Take Carmen, for example. She managed to lose 28 pounds at the age of 30.
After 10 years of trying to lose weight without success, I finally found something that works for me. I lost 28 pounds in less than 50 days with Vitaburn. And the craziest part, I didn't have to follow a single diet or do even 5 minutes of exercise. I can't even put into words how happy I am to have found these delicious, super easy drops. Please save me some stock. My 6 bottles are already running low.
Then there's Laura, who lost 51 pounds in 3 months, even after nearly a decade of being overweight. And the most amazing part was seeing her husband admiring her again.
Girls, by my second week on Vitaburn, I stepped on the scale and nearly passed out. I had lost 51 pounds in just 3 months. I still can't wrap my head around it. Honestly, I hadn't seen him look at me like that in years, but everything changed when I started taking Vitaburn. I just want to say thank you for everything, and I'm pretty sure my husband does too.
And beyond them, over 86,000 men and women around the world are already losing 15, 30, and even 70 pounds of pure fat. Now, it's your turn to finally get rid of that belly that's been bothering you for years and achieve the sexy body you deserve. Close your eyes and picture it for a second. Imagine you have a big family event coming up and you're wearing an outfit that fits your body perfectly. No bulges, no discomfort, just confidence. You'll feel more empowered than ever, knowing that everyone will be amazed at how fit and youthful you look. Imagine reigniting that spark in your husband's eyes, the kind of desire you haven't seen in years, feeling loved, wanted, and admired, knowing he just can't keep his hands off you. Imagine the joy and pride in your children's or grandchildren's eyes as you play with them for hours without feeling exhausted, like you have endless energy. Imagine your friends admiring you, maybe even feeling a little jealous as they see how radiant and sexy you look, turning heads wherever you go. Now, tell me, what's that worth to you? Never having to feel guilty again for enjoying a slice of pizza the night before, or stressing about weight-related health issues. You're just one step away from rebuilding your self-esteem and rediscovering how fun life can be again. That's why we've reserved the next 70 bottles of Vitaburn exclusively for people who are serious about taking the first step toward their new life, starting today. After our initial batch, the success was so overwhelming that word spread fast. If you're over 35, we recommend using at least 3 bottles. And if you're over 35 and want to lose more than 15 pounds, we suggest taking 6 bottles to guarantee the most effective outcome. That's the only way your body can fully overcome insulin resistance, meaning you'll never gain the weight back. But before we move forward, I need to warn you. Since most people order 6 bottles at a time, we have no idea how long our stock will last. In fact, we'll probably sell out in the next few hours. Right now, we only have 70 bottles left. So, if you want to secure your order today and avoid waiting another few months, you need to act fast. Vitaburn is carefully produced in small batches only twice a year, as this process is crucial to maintaining the highest product quality. Before giving you access to Vitaburn, let me show you how to use it correctly. Just take 20 drops in the morning on an empty stomach, and the formula will immediately start working in your body. But pay attention. Everyone has a unique weight, height, and metabolism. That's why, along with Vitaburn, you'll also get access to an exclusive online app on your phone with step-by-step guidance on how to use it for the best results. After all, people have different bodies, so these personalized instructions for each individual are the key to success. That's the purpose of the app. Big-name celebrities have been using Vitaburn for months, and they're using our app to track their results.
I can't go without Vitaburn anymore, and I've tried both Ozempic and MANJOURO. Honestly, not only does it have no side effects like those meds, but the results have been way better for me.
I don't know why no one thought of something like this before. It's so simple and tastes amazing. I take Vitaburn whenever I need to drop a few pounds. I hate diets in the gym, so this has been a game changer for me.
Beyond weight loss, you'll experience a total renewal of your life, your health, and your self-esteem. Don't delay this transformation. Vitaburn has everything you need to finally win the battle against the scale and regain control of your body. It doesn't matter if you've already tried diets, fasting, or even those ineffective capsules that ended up being nothing more than placebos. It doesn't matter what your genetics are, what your diet looks like, or even how old you are. It doesn't matter if you gained weight after pregnancy or if you're going through menopause. Can you already imagine yourself just a few weeks from now, standing in front of the mirror, feeling proud of the reflection you see? Think about how amazing it will feel to have every piece of clothing fit your body perfectly, with your husband looking at you like he did 20 years ago. How much would it be worth to feel free and happy with your own body? I imagine it's priceless to you. For years, I watched my friends struggle to lose weight for good, being trapped by this cursed industry that sells solutions that simply won't work. That's why I need to emphasize you're facing the greatest opportunity to change the course of your body, health, and self-esteem. I announced on my social media that we were about to release what could be the last batch of Vitaburn. it was bombarded with messages from people saying they'd pay up to $700 for a single bottle. Can you believe it? Listen to this video message I received from Rose on Instagram.
Alice, please don't tell me the Vitaburn stock is running out. I was really skeptical about whether Vitaburn was everything people said it was, so I only bought one bottle. But that bottle helped me lose 19 pounds in 31 days. I have a wedding in 2 months. I need to lose another 30 pounds. I need at least 3 more bottles. You have to have those bottles in stock, even if I have to pay $700 for each one.
Even though I know that after using Vitaburn, you'll never need to spend another dollar on medication or supplements, and for that reason, $700 would be a fair price, I understand that not everyone can make that investment. So, I'm going to do something even crazier. The first 10 people who purchase the 6-bottle package of Vitaburn will receive a private consultation with me via Zoom and a $500 gift card for clothing at any Macy's in your city. I want you to be ready to refresh your wardrobe, but as I said, this is only for the first 10 people. I mean, this isn't about money, it's about saving lives. I know what it feels like to have your health, confidence, and self-esteem slipping away like sand through your fingers. To see your belly grow while you wonder why nothing you're doing seems to work. All I want is to free you from the corrupt weight loss industry that's been deceiving you for years with solutions that don't work. Vitaburn has already changed the lives of over 86,000 men and women around the world. And now we want you to be our next success story. That's why the price of this last batch won't be $700. You've placed your trust in us by being here. So, I ask you, are you ready to start your new life? Today, I've prepared an exclusive, mind-blowing offer. You won't even pay half of the $700, which would be $350. Not even half of that. Only today, until midnight, you can get one single bottle Vitaburn for just $89. But to prove why I'm so confident in Vitaburn, everyone who purchases the 6-bottle package today will be entered into a drawing for a trip to Tulum, Mexico. I know you want to show off your body on the stunning Tulum beach, and you'll be staying at a 5-star all-inclusive resort. And of course, you can bring a guest. That's right, you'll have a chance to enter this drawing if you buy the 6-bottle package today. Remember, we only have 70 bottles in stock, and since many people buy 3, 6, or even 12 bottles, that stock could be gone in hours, maybe even minutes.
Actually, Alice, I was just informed by the production that now we have only 54 bottles in stock. Some people in the audience are already buying.
That's great, Natalie. So now I'm going to make something even more special for those who want to ensure long-lasting results and don't want to take any chances. The more bottles you get, the cheaper it becomes. If you choose the 6-bottle treatment, you'll pay just $49 per bottle. That's more than 30% off the lowest price in history. That's less than $2 a day. Look below this video now. Choose your promotional package and click the Add to Cart button. With just one bottle, you'll already start seeing results. But you'll likely need more to ensure long-term effects. And since we don't know when the next batch will be produced, there's a risk of running out. It's important to point out that if you stop the treatment halfway through without reaching your desired results, you may have to start all over again. That's why I always recommend the 6-bottle treatment.
Not only does it come with a bigger discount, but it also delivers the best results.
6 bottles ensure maximum formula efficacy and long-lasting results, helping your body reverse insulin resistance for good. There are reports of women losing up to 70 pounds without gaining a single pound back. This package is only available now and will likely sell out within the next hour. Once it's sold out, the purchase buttons will no longer be active. Right now, there's a screen below this video where you can choose your package. As I mentioned, for lasting results, we recommend 6 bottles. But if you'd rather take a risk, you can select the 1 or 3 bottle option. Just keep in mind, we can't guarantee there will be more bottles available later. Choose your option and click one of the buttons below this video. If stock is still available, you'll have the chance to secure your bottles today. After clicking the button below, you'll be redirected to the Buy Goods platform, one of the most secure platforms in America. It uses the same level of encryption as Amazon, so you can rest assured that your data is completely safe. None of the information you provide will be saved. All your data is fully protected by law. Simply fill out your details, confirm your order, and we'll ship it out the same day once payment is complete. If you live in the United States, your order will arrive in 3 to 5 business days, depending on your location. If you live in another country, it may take a bit longer, but never more than 15 days. If you have any questions, our 24/7 support team is available by email or phone to assist you. Vitaburn is only available on this official page, nowhere else. Not on Amazon, eBay, GNC, or Walgreens. I've removed all the middlemen so I can offer you the best possible price right here on our official page. Remember, these bottles are selling fast and will likely be gone within the next few hours. And this special offer is only valid today. The last thing I want is for you to come back in a few hours, only to find out there are no bottles left. That's why 96% of people choose 6 bottles. To guarantee long-lasting results, avoid the yo-yo effect, and save a lot of money. And since you've stayed with me until now, I've reserved your bottles. But if you close this page, they'll be given to someone else. Click the button below now to secure your discount.
Now tell me, Alice, does the product have any kind of warranty?
Even though we've received hundreds of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot, if you're still skeptical, I get it. After all, the weight loss industry has lied to you for decades, telling you that diets, exercise, and expensive procedures are the only ways to get rid of stubborn belly, thigh, and butt fat. They don't want you to discover an easy, simple, and cheap solution, because that way you won't spend tons of money buying their fake products. To prove to you how much we believe in VitaBurn, we're offering a risk-free 60-day guarantee. Try it and see the results for yourself. If for any reason you're not satisfied, even if it's just the color of the bottle, you're covered. Simply send an email to support@vitaburn.com or call the support number found on the back of the label. No hassle, no questions asked. That means you don't decide anything today. I'm not asking for a yes, just a maybe. You'll have up
learn more to copy the full recipe and make it at home. Like I said, I had to stop because I was losing weight so fast, I couldn't fit into any of my clothes anymore. But the upside? I finally bought the dresses I always dreamed of wearing. Yesterday, I went to the doctor for a routine checkup and to ask more about the recipe, just to be sure it was actually safe. And what Dr. Sarah told me was shocking.
You can absolutely recommend it. Just tell these women not to work out and to ask for larger portions at meals. There's a real risk they'll lose too much weight and end up getting too skinny.
These ingredients, when combined, create an effect 10 times more powerful than the MANJOURO shot. And like I said, no side effects, because it's 100% natural and you can make it right in your own kitchen. When I say 10 times more powerful,